As you can see, Jess Kelly's with us. How are you?
Very well, how are you?
Not too bad. So it's the 13th of December. Is it too late to call yourself an early shopper at this point?
Oh, I start in like July.
I know you do.
No, I know, but I'm not normal. I have pretty much everything wrapped now, you know.
That's sickening, Kenny, isn't it?
Like for Christmas presents. Do you shop early or what?
Oh, I kind of had this conversation last night, to be honest. I don't really want to regurgitate. I'm not a shopper.
You're a bad humbug.
You're not a shopper?
I'm not a shopper. I don't shop.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Christmas?
Nah, that's unfair.
You're the happiest person I've ever met, though.
Yeah, thanks, Jess. Thanks for
just
balancing the scales.
Kenny is my favourite guest in here because every time you come in, you're so happy.
Look how chuffed he is.
And I remember.
Doesn't last long, Jess. Doesn't last, because Owen's the first person generally I say when I swing around the bend.
Do you know why? Because I remember one day it was really stressy in here, and you and Adrian Barry were having a good 20-minute conversation about your favourite type of donuts.
Wouldn't be like them.
And I've never heard a conversation like it. I ended up stopping what I was doing just to listen to them. It was just a lovely moment.
Yeah, so Adrian's a bit quirky like that. You let me.
Adrian's the weird one.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about technology, because that's what we're here to do.
That's what we got on the desk here. You got plenty of technology.
I brought in some toys for you. Yeah.
What have we got?
So what we're going to start with is this little yellow disc here. This is called the Chipolo Key Finder. It's €27, and if you're looking for either an Office KK gift or a stocking filler or just something small.
KK Chris Kringle.
That's the one, yeah. Check you out with your lingo.
Just trying to keep people in check.
I was thinking Krispy Kremes there, to be honest with you. Straight away.
You and your donuts.
Straight away.
So what this does is it pairs to your phone, and if you lose your keys, whether it's behind the couch or if you leave them in work, you can, on your phone, call your keys.
Jesus.
And then you can shut it up. But it'll give you your GPS location. It'll literally, like I have it here on my phone here now, and you can see that it's saying it's in Diggs Lane. It'll tell me exactly where it is, and I absolutely love it. I kind of call it in the mornings when I'm not bothered looking for my keys.
That's an upgrade on the traditional whistling for your keys, isn't it, around the house? Remember that? You could whistle, and there was a little fob which responded to that.
Yes.
It was pretty weak.
This is a bit.
This is a big upgrade. This would be a big help.
The cynic in me.
Big help.
Go on, be cynical.
The cynic, very like this is something that you'd see in like a spy movie. That somebody would like plant that thing on somebody, and then they can see where that person is on your phone.
Yeah, sure. We've done it to you. So the last time you were away, we all knew where you were at all times.
Yeah,
you're being tracked at all times.
Tracking your movements, etc. You know, sinister.
Yeah, all these. I'm very skeptical.
But on a practical level, I'm all over this because I'm terrible with keys, like house keys, the keys, car, everything's been lost. Like, you know, so this.
It's only €27, Kenny. So perhaps you could gift it to yourself this Christmas.
It's the Chipolo. They also do little cards that you can slot into your wallet. So if you're always losing your wallet, again, same principle, you can call your wallet, which is very handy, particularly around this time of year when everybody's out and maybe having one too many, perhaps.
Owen's wallet's never out, I know that, but
that's a different case.
Literally never been in a social environment with you, Kenny. So thank you for that.
But we're really going like deep here today.
Well, look, I actually owe Kenny breakfast. I lost.
I didn't want to bring it up with Darren. I didn't want to bring it up.
Didn't get breakfast afterwards.
Still outstanding.
We'll chat about this at 9:30. I'll buy you breakfast afterwards.
Right.
What do we got next?
Moving right along is something that I would be lost without in my apartment. It's the Chromecast. So I don't know if you guys have smart TVs, which will have a lot of apps built into the interface. I have a smart TV, but I hate the interface, so I never use it. What I do is plug in my Chromecast. It plugs into the HDMI port of your telly, and anything you can do on your phone, you can then do on the TV, like Netflix, YouTube. Like my boyfriend always watches OTB AM with the Chromecast.
Very good morning to you.
How are you? Through Facebook, anything that you can watch, any content you can consume, you can throw it up. Spotify, also really good gift for parents and grandparents because again, you can get your photographs off your phone onto the big TV, and it's only 40 quid.
Also, another app you could put on it. So like I know it's kind of tiny this week. Is myself and Kenny had an argument about watching the golf earlier on this summer, the USPGA Championship, which of course is only on 11 Sports, which apparently is going to go down the toilet this week, which you're delighted about. But you were wondering, how do I get this thing onto my television? In a very simple way. That is the answer right there, Chromecast.
So last year, Kenny and I had the conversation of how do we get music onto a phone. So I don't know if we're at the Chromecast stage.
Did you get music on your phone?
I'll be honest, my head's still spinning in terms of what you've just said there. I wouldn't be too au fait.
But yeah, obviously, all you do is plug it into the back of the television, and you press a button on your phone, and what you see in your phone then becomes your television. So it's amazing. It's like.
It's the most simple technology. It's literally, it's streaming. So it's kind of like you're sending a message to the TV, but instead of it being a text message, what it is, it's the video.
Control do that, doesn't there? On, off, change channel.
But sometimes you don't have the channel like 11 Sports. What if there's only something that's only exclusively available on your phone, like 11?
Right.
Then that way, how do you transform that to put it onto your TV?
Like too much on my phone. I'd want to say. I mean, I've got a scattering of text messages on my phone, and there's nothing.
See, the big thing for me.
Nothing substantial on my phone really that I'd need. I wouldn't have any music things or anything.
The big thing for me is that I don't have a traditional TV package, so I don't have Sky or Virgin or anything like that. So any media that I consume will be Netflix or YouTube or anything like that, which I play on my phone, and then I hit this little button and it appears then on the telly.
You can say, so you have it on both forms, on your phone and. Yeah, I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like it's very, very handy. It's one of the most used gadgets in my house.
Another gadget that I think you use quite a bit is the Google Home Mini.
Yeah, so this is really pathetic, and I'm going to just share with you here now. But the first conversation I have every day of the week is with this little device. It's my Google Home Mini.
That's normal, yeah?
It's totally normal. I know, I'm weird. But I will say to it, is it going to rain today? What time is my first meeting? Remind me to pick up milk on the way home, and she'll answer me back. It's on your phone as well. But this is a smart assistant that you can have. I have it in my apartment, and I have the bigger one, the Google Home. So the Mini is €59, and I absolutely love it. Would you talk to an AI?
No, I don't. Is this similar to the girl's name or something on the...
Alexa.
Is that Alexa? Somebody got something for the young fella. I think it's an Alexa thing.
Yeah, so that's by Amazon. So that's the Amazon Echo.
That's a similar principle, is it?
Exactly it, yes. You can ask it questions, you can have the chats. Like, I use it all the time if I'm watching something on telly, and I'll be like, hey Google, what age is Robert De Niro? And it'll tell me. You know the way you'd always be on your phone kind of Googling things as they pop into your brain? You can just chat to it.
Can Kenny chat to it now?
I don't know, that one's not plugged in.
No, I tried to have a with the... I keep thinking Atari. It's not Atari. What did you say the name
Alexa.
of it? Alexa, yeah.
You can do Hey Google and just see if this wakes up.
End up repeating yourself like 5-6 times. Just
at least
give up. Like,
you eventually get what you want, though, right?
Well, no, that's my point. I didn't.
You've never gotten what you wanted out of it. I think that's kind of sad. We don't have this one.
Music is the obvious one. You shout like the music. I know it's...
I could plug this in for...
you can try and see if it's on the...
And, we can come back to it in a few moments if that
give
works.
that a go and see if it jumps onto the Wi-Fi, because I set it up this morning, so that should work.
I would like to see it in action. I actually don't own one of these myself.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I think... you're on the side of the spectrum where it's like absolutely no. You're on the side of the spectrum where it's like absolutely yes to technology, and I think I'm somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I think maybe
stuff like this is really useful though. So again, like if you aren't watching all of the games at the same time, you can ask it what the score is, how long is left, all that sort of stuff. You can ask it to turn on the radio. I have it hooked up to my lights. So again, when I get home every day, I say, hey Google, turn on the living room light, put Friends... Oh, she's listening to me there now. Put Friends on Netflix, and she can do all of this. And when I'm cooking my dinner, I can say, set a timer for 3 minutes, and it'll set a timer. Initially, it is very strange because you are just talking to a random piece of kit. I found myself saying thank you to it, and I always refer to it as her. So I'm always like, oh no, I asked her earlier on, she said it's not going to rain. It's definitely like that film, Her. You know, when Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with an AI type thing?
Yeah.
It's utterly freaky, but it's going to happen. I'm just putting it out
there.
No, I hear what you're saying, all right. Yeah, I am slightly uncomfortable with the whole process. It's interesting what you're saying, all right, but that seems to be where we're going with these things. It is,
and it's only going to get more and more. I just want to see if the one on my phone works, because if we can do that, then we can... What time is it?
It's 9:16.
So the idea is...
It's 17 actually.
Google, you're wrong.
Sorry, I might be a little buggy.
She apologises. She's so polite.
Look how polite that person is, Kenny. Is that going to float your boat? 59 quid?
No, I won't be getting any of that stuff, obviously. But
okay.
I do find it interesting, and people clearly enjoy it, and there's a market out there for it all right, and it's only going to go in one direction. I understand it totally, but. Yeah, but I mean, asking for the the weather, look out the window, the weather forecast.
The effort of that though, what if your blinds are closed?
And like you say, you're repeating yourself. I have to repeat myself 6 times, because I don't know whether it's an accent thing or something. I don't know whether it's the stuff over there in the UK, but it's ridiculous. Like, you just get frustrated with the whole, well, I do anyway, with the whole process. So, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a block or something, but in terms of really engaging with these type of things, not for me. Like,
okay, well, I've brought in a device just especially for you.
I can't believe what I'm seeing on my list here.
I know.
Am I reading this right? Is this a Nokia 3310?
It's a Nokia 3310.
I had one of. Is that the old style ones? Still in the drawer.
It's a newer version. So this now has 3G, and it's €65, and it has come back from the dead. So a company called HMD Global bought the naming rights for Nokia, and they've brought out some really impressive smartphones. But the one question, or the one thing that pops into mind when anyone says Nokia, is Nokia 3310. It was thought to be one of the most durable phones in the history of phones. amazing battery life, and of course Snake. So this is the
Space Invaders as well.
Oh yeah.
Crucially.
Yeah, I got very frustrated with that game though. I wasn't allowed to play it after a while because I used to get really angry at it. Anyway.
It's a good impression right there.
Yeah, you've clearly played this. Okay, so we found your
I almost thought the phone was turned on there for a second.
So this is the new, as I said, €65. It has a little camera on the back. It has 3G, but it's quite slow. And as you'll see, it has the old school buttons that you have to press. So it's not a touch screen. So if you were to go onto a website, you do have to press W, wait, W, wait. And it takes a while.
Yeah.
But I just think this is something that could be up your street.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because mine's still in. I've still mine in the house because I haven't had that new phone for. Is it a smartphone I have now for too long? So I was perfectly fine on the old style one. I don't know why I changed. Was it a camera option or something? Just handy a couple of photos and things. I don't know why I went down the smart option.
But it's probably handy for you if you're travelling a lot to have your boarding passes on your phone and all that stuff. Do you go down that route or do you still print them out?
No, I wouldn't go down. No.
Really?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't use that. Yeah. But this was, this type of phone I had for a long period of time. This Nokia, I don't know what type it was, but that Nokia phone. This looks familiar to me, the kind of shape of it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Like that. It's got the camera option and things like that. This is... Yeah, this suits me.
That has huge potential because I think people are so annoyed with being wedded to their phone in terms of every little bit of their lives being at their fingertips because it can come right to them. But you still have the sentimental ability of taking a photograph on a phone that doesn't do anything else. Yeah,
like I think, so for such a long time, everybody wanted to be on emails 24/7 and Instagram everything and boast about how busy they were. We're seeing a real pushback against that now. And I think a lot of people that I've met over the last 12 months have a phone like this for the weekends so they don't have their work email pinging the whole time and they can just shut down a little bit. But as you say, if something goes wrong or if you want to capture a photograph, you can. Or if you desperately, urgently need the internet, you have it. But for 65 quid, I just think it's fab. Also, if any kids are looking for something to put on their Santa list and they're looking for a starter phone, it's a good way to go.
Yeah, they do make them up at the North Pole.
That's a good shout. The young fella's on my case, like in terms of his first phone. I've knocked him down, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that might be a kind of a bit of medium.
It's a compromise.
Medium ground, like, yeah.
Not a bad shout, actually.
Cheers, Jess.
So we've got a couple of other things before the one that I'm most excited about, which we'll come back to.
Just to zip through these, right? So another phone, we just mentioned a good starter phone in the Nokia 3310. If you're looking for a good smartphone that is incredibly powerful, has a really, really good battery life, but is still quite affordable, the Huawei P Smart. Huawei are my favourite smartphone brand of the year. I'm using their Mate 20 Pro at the moment and it's incredible. I don't charge this during the day anymore. The battery lasts an entire day, which is such a novelty. But the P Smart is $199. It's available on every network. And again, if you're looking for a starter smartphone or you just want to call, text and take good pictures, that is the way to go.
That's incredible, €199. So you are out of choice using a Huawei. I always thought that Huawei was like, I kind of broke my phone there, don't get paid till the end of the month, I bought a Huawei there for
That's the way it was.
Months.
That's the way it was. But now
Filler.
It's like
filler, exactly, a stopgap. But you purchased this by choice and you don't use a Samsung or an iPhone?
No, so I have on my desk right at this moment in time, I have the Samsung Note 9, I have the Huawei P20 Pro, I have the Google Pixel XL. I've got all of the top-end phones and this is the one that I choose as my personal device because the battery life is incredible, the camera is stunning. Also very cool thing, and I'm just going to show Eoin, but like see the fingerprint scanner is like on the glass rather than on the back of the phone. Really small, intelligent things.
That's the deal clincher right there.
Oh, but these novelty things, when you talk about phones all day long, it's like the small little differences, I suppose, that you notice.
That price sounds reasonable, 100. And generally speaking, you hear 400, 500, 600.
This phone is almost £1,000.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, this one is, but the one I'm talking about, the one that I'm recommending, is 200 quid. So I think for 200 quid, you can't really go wrong.
200, yeah.
Kenny's non-2+ after.
I think I talk too fast.
HP Sprocket 200 is next on my list. What is this?
This is a teeny tiny little printer. So this is it here. It's like a little shell. And the idea with this is that it pairs to your phone via Bluetooth and you print out photographs in this size here.
Okay.
So they're very small, very neat. But you can strip the back off and they become stickers. But there's no ink involved. It bleeds onto the paper. It's called zinc, invisible ink.
So it's good for the environment.
It's good for the environment. It's also good for your pocket because it means you're not having to replace ink and paper. You're just having to replace paper. I think it's lovely. I've been using them for personalised Christmas cards, gifts, like on my notebooks. Again, I'm on the extreme end of the spectrum, but €129. €100. It's the HP Sprocket 200. If you buy it now, you get a little bundle deal. So you're getting the printer, you're getting a case, and then you're getting a little fairy light wiry thing. So again, just a lovely gift for 130 quid, which I would recommend.
And then our second last one, Samsung Gear S3.
Yeah, so again, when I was on with you a while ago, we were talking about different wearables, and we had the Samsung Gear S3. It's €289. So this is an expensive gift. You have to really like the person that you're shopping for. But if they are training for something in particular, if they are very active and they want to monitor things like, you know, they're cycling, they're running, they're walking, how much they're moving throughout the day, their heart rate, but also have it on a device that looks like a normal watch, that is the way to go. Because as we've covered on this show in the past, some of them are just so ugly that you would not put them on the wrist, whereas this is a nice looking device. It pairs with Android devices. It can work with iPhone devices, but because it's made by Samsung, which use Android, it's optimized, I suppose, for Android devices. But for $289, I would recommend it.
Would he be a wearable guy, Kenny? No, I presume you're not a wearable guy.
Wearable?
Yeah, as in, like, would you be open to the idea of putting a smartwatch on your wrist?
Oh yeah, I've never worn a watch.
Right.
What
about one that could give you information and help you with? I don't know. Do you run? Like, do you have like a keep fit routine?
Yeah, I'd take over all right. Yeah. But I wouldn't be recording information. Those Fitbit.
Yeah, exactly.
They were around they were around for a while, weren't they? But I don't like having. I've never worn it. I brought my wrist when I was 18 on me, so I've never actually worn a watch. I wouldn't be jewellery. I wouldn't be.
Yeah. But would you have any interest or any want to know, like when you're playing your five-a-side, for example, would you want to know how much you've ran or, you know, the distance covered or anything like that? No.
Do you play five-a-side?
No, I've just started, similar to like a bit of reading there I'm talking. Literally over the last 6 weeks, I just started playing a bit of ball in Dublin with the lads here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fancy, just kind of, I haven't played for a long time. I haven't played for about 10 years really.
Still got it though.
Can't lose what you never had on, as they say. But no, it is enjoyable, I must admit, apart from obviously my body giving way on me yesterday.
What happened to you yesterday?
Just to tell you, I was in a bad state here.
He has a little bit of an ankle issue.
Didn't I? Popped my calf. They made it into a full-size pitch yesterday. Went down Rings End for a game with the lads. Full-size pitch and just lost it, running myself a bit. Nice playing surfers, making overlapping runs and late runs into the box and covering every inch blade of grass, thinking, don't know what I was thinking.
You're watching too much of Diogo Dalot for Manchester United. You're trying to
I needed to be more like the Parejo I spoke about, just sat in the middle of the pitch, just spraying the ball around, but no.
That's it. Not. Go for the Fellaini style. Right, our last gift, a potential gift, it's only €99, and it is a PlayStation Classic. It is right behind us, as you can see on the screen. I've never been more excited about an item on OTB AM as I am right now, because we're going to give this a lash. So the PlayStation Classic, Jess, is preloaded with games. Yeah,
so the way this works, it looks exactly like the original PlayStation, except it's very, very small. It's incredibly neat. So if you already have all the consoles, this isn't going to take up a huge amount of living space. It's very easy to use. You plug it into the HDMI port in your telly, you plug it in. It comes with 2 controllers and is preloaded with 20 games, including Cool Borders 2, Derby Destruction, GTA, the original one. And what game are you most excited about?
Well, we're excited about Tekken. I'm just going to go through some of them right here. So we got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. We've got Wild Arms. We've got Cool Borders 2, which I've never actually heard of. We've got Grand Theft Auto, the original GTA on this, which is...
football game. Sure, there's got to be football.
There is no football games. Metal Gear Solid is there. Rayman is there. Resident Evil Director's Cut. This is something that you buy on Christmas Eve and you don't turn it off until January the 2nd, I do fear.
Yeah.
Kenny Cunningham, have you ever played Tekken 3?
Kenny, sit in here.
Have you played any version
I've never played PlayStation.
You've never played PlayStation? Well, there's a first time for everything.
Yeah, and this is it. Just a point.
You should be sat here, really.
No, I'm like embarrassingly bad at these games. Here, you take this. The thing to note, just for anyone considering buying this, is that the quality is like the original PlayStation. So don't buy this expecting to see the likes of the Red Dead Redemption 2 graphics or anything like that.
Sure, it's not regenerated versions of the game.
It's exactly as it was.
I'm well out of my comfort zone here, just well out of my comfort zone. Why am I even looking at the press here?
So
I've got 2 controls here on the right and the left. What am I using?
Basically, you can see on the left hand side are the arrows. You point that one way, your guy moves that way. You point it the other way, your guy moves that way.
Yeah,
and then just bash the other side of the controller.
Just bash the other
like one of them is for a kick, one of them is for a punch.
You'll figure it out.
Etc.
So like you can see here, like it's a massive nostalgia thing. When we broke this out in the office last week, how many people were like swarming around us? They were so excited.
Never been so popular.
You're excited, I can tell.
I'm buzzing, Kenny. Absolutely buzzing.
Literally, isn't he?
Yeah. So this, like, it is a great gift if anyone is a relapsed gamer or just wants to have all the consoles. Yeah, there's a lot of people. Yeah, there are. There are people who are sort of my age and older who would have been big gamers in their teens and then walked away from it. This is, I just think, an excellent gift. Like, look at Eoin Sheehan's happy little face.
I'll never get through this process.
So
you better
you see these characters here. Pick one of these characters. Who do you want to be?
Just press
which guy or girl or animal do you like the look of the most?
Leopard, the cheetah.
The cheetah.
So
that was me yesterday in the 5-a-side. I was literally that
I'm
swift.
going to help you here now.
Thanks, Jess.
So you're King and I'm Yoshimitsu.
And you have strong feelings about King, don't you?
King is terrible, but I did destroy a colleague of ours last week using King. So you just press X there.
Gotcha.
Okay, come on, we can do this.
Like a man, I know the X.
So here we go.
Okay, well, I never know.
It's me versus you. This is the fight to decide it all, Kenny.
Right,
I don't owe you breakfast anymore.
We're in combat here, are we? So just that green button, yeah?
You need to beat the bejesus out of him.
So
press the button.
Oh, you actually did land the punch there, Kenny. It was a good one. You owe me breakfast if I end up winning this. The bet is off. All I did was just
a bit of slack here, Eoin, will you?
And I knocked you the hell out. It's 1-0 to me, Kenny. And that was rather easy. I'm not going to lie.
So that was a replay. What moves have I got? What have I got?
It's all over. You're dead.
Oh, right.
Here we go. Round 2.
Just let me drop a few moves on you. Can you just stand still for a minute and say, can I literally just drop a few moves?
Oh, you did? Yeah, that's good. Okay, now Eoin, jump back in.
Well, you're not even doing any damage to me.
You've got a weapon in your hand. You're actually holding a sword, though.
It's true.
To be fair. Surely, that's not.
Listen,
your vision is probably impaired because you're wearing a
it's like a Han Solo.
So Eoin, are you impressed by this? What do you think? Is it something you would want to keep playing with?
100%.
Yes.
It is Tekken. It feels
when
like
you were
I'm living in 1999. I don't know why my guy isn't getting up. You actually got a chance here, Kenny.
You tried to jump on your head while you're on the ground there. I couldn't manage it.
Time up. We're out of time. It was a draw.
I thought I done okay there.
That was pretty good going.
I think that's it.
Lightsaber.
We're going to continue to play a bit more of this once we're off air. Kenny, out of 10, how do you rate the PlayStation Classic? €99 for Christmas. Are you buying it?
No, I won't be buying it now. But I can imagine people are into this type of thing. Yeah,
give yourself.
It is a bit retro, is it? Is that what you're saying, Jess?
Yeah, so a lot of the.
So you're not pitching this younger. You're pitching this people who played it in the day, but that nostalgic thing.
It's our age and older, basically. It's anyone like this who want to go back and throw back to their childhoods. Nintendo have
never look back, Jess. Never look back.
God, you're very philosophical for 9 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, so Nintendo have brought out a throwback console as well, but I actually really enjoy this. I think it's good fun, and I just think for €99, if you've got a family member who you don't really know what to buy for, or if you've got an Eoin Sheehan in your life, just give it to him and he'll be happy.
Please. Yeah. You know who you are, please. Thank you very much for all that, Jess. It's some enlightening stuff right there. I think
that's
Kenny's fallen in love with that little gadget.
Yeah,
that's the one for me.
Just to reiterate, that is the Chipolo key finder. You can buy it for €27. We also spoke about Chromecast, Google Home Mini, Huawei P Smart, HP Sprocket 200, Samsung Galaxy Gear S3, Nokia 3310, and a PlayStation Classic. Your Twitter handle is at Jess Kelly NT.
Correct.
And if you've got any further questions for Jess, you can follow her on Twitter and ask her any questions. Folks, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We're going to